What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's Brendan and I'm B-Man X45, and today we're coming at you with another video. I have another battle report for the Ultimate Cup that just happened yesterday on the 16th. I came 124th, so I came in the top 128th. Very proud, very happy about that. And we still got one more Ultimate Cup to go, so I'm just going to go through some details here. And hey, if you enjoyed this type of content, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below. We love to hear your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single minute of the fun. Without further ado, we'll get into it. So we had our Ultimate Cup here. This is December because they have announced some more Ultimate Cups for December 2nd and 9th and 10th. Will be the last Ultimate Cups right now. They have announced that. But I was in the September Ultimate Cups. I did one on the 2nd. Came 139th. This one here I came 124th, so I was able to get in that top bracket there for the top 128 prizing. That's the Ultimate Guilmon promo that I've been collecting, so thank goodness for that. So I was able to get my last Guilmon, so I'm really happy. Still trying to get some Growlmons here, so you know, hopefully we'll see what happens. If I can, I have one more Ultimate Cup for September on the 30th. If I can come in top 64th. Even if not, if I can come in top 128th, I can sell my extra Guilmon and potentially use it to buy a Growlmon. So there's always different choices, different chances to get things done. So and of course I get Digimons, which I already have a lot of Digimons. So it'll be nice to I'll trade that away to anyone who likes it. But you also got the event pack content. Nice thing about this is Ultimate Cups, you get two event pack 5s, which as it starts out, you'll be getting a lot of cards. So if you want to collect them, if not, if you want to trade them away, you get lots of stuff. Whereas you only get one at regionals unless you can come in top 128 and 64th. Then you get another event pack for both brackets. So in regionals, so you can get up to 3, but it's not guaranteed. So and a lot of these cards are really cool. I'd love to put some hollow gravity crushes into my hybrid deck, which is what I played. We'll talk about that in a moment. And other cool cards like Sunflowmon that are just always going to be really awesome green staples like Grand Soul, Lonky, Blazing Memory Boost, stuff like that. Ignitemon, really good cards. And Alice Hollow is really cool, and Dracomon is such a good multi-purpose card too. TK Kari is going to be lovely for the hybrid players. I played a couple hybrid decks. So there's still really great prizing. And that's kind of what we, we're hoping for. So anyways, so we'll get into the deck profile, or the deck list that I played. We have here, played Red Hybrid again. Build changed up a little bit from last time. Last time I was playing a 5th Aldemon, which was definitely a mistake. You don't need more than the 4. In fact, this time around, I drew at least 4 or 5 times. I drew an opening hand that had 3 Aldemons in it. It was awful. And one of those times was after my mulligan. So, they kept coming up. But you know what? I actually won that game with the 3 Aldemon in my hands. I was going into game 3, and I needed to win. And I'm trying to think of what I was facing. But anyways, what I ended up doing is I ended up playing hard playing the Aldemon for 8. And he couldn't kill it the first turn. I think it was against Hybrid. I think it was against Yellow Hybrid. He couldn't kill it that turn. Ended up using all his points because he didn't have that good of a hand. And then next turn I had the Emperor Greymon in my hand. So I just Digivolved up into Emperor Greymon. And from there I started being able to do stuff. So I was really lucky that worked out. Because if he had been able to kill my Aldemon, I was in a very rough place. So there's definitely ways to play out of a bad hand, and you just got to think about them in the most logical and strategic way for you. So but yeah, so I only need the 4 Aldemon. You don't need more. So I did end up putting Solarmons on. Solarmons are clutch. I was so glad I dropped the guy who won the last tournament. I saw his build, and our builds were quite similar, but I saw that he was running the 2 Solarmons, which I thought was really, really good. So because I didn't realize Digicrossing was a reduction. I thought it was, but I wasn't 100% certain. But this hurts a lot of decks. It hurts D-Reaper, it hurts Belphemon, it hurts Blue Flare. Yeah, there's so many good decks that this is good against. And it just really helps out. And honestly, it's an extra level 3 because honestly, your best option is to open up with 2 level 3s and play one in Raising, put one on the field, get a search ability. So if you don't get 2 of Flame Mons, you get 1 Solar Mon and a Flame Mon, you're set. So, 14 is a good number. I also took out the Piercing Flame Mon because I think the Searching Flame Mon is just better. You need to be able to get to your pieces, especially if you're missing stuff. And this gets you 2 targets. I do feel like it's not as good as this guy, but on its own, it's better than the Piercing guy. And most of the time, you're popping your opponent's monster. You're not attacking over it. It's very unlikely that you're piercing just because you're not going into the BT7 guy a lot. So the Piercing guy, you have so many great abilities and so much security attack plus that you don't necessarily need the Piercing guy. He just doesn't do anything for you. And he's just not as good, unfortunately. I did keep in the 1 Marsmon because I was either going to play 2 of this or 1 Marsmon and that. And I do like the Marsmon came up a couple times in the first Ultimate Cup and really actually saved my bacon. Whereas this guy wouldn't have been able to do anything because, nobody blocks him, right? He's only good if he gets blocked or if you're going to Omnimon for game, basically. He's there to Omnimon for game, so you need no security. So, yeah, he's only ever good if you get that scenario off. So the Marsmon's nice because he can not pass turn a lot easier, and he can get rid of some problem cards that you can't get around. So that's actually really important. Gravity Crushes kept them. They were really great. Sometimes I wish they're memory boosts, but sometimes I don't. I would love to play 4 Atomic Inferno, but I just don't have the room, and I think 3 is enough. 4 would be great, but I just, like I said, you don't have the room. The Crimson Blaze, this is one thing that the difference from me and the guy who won the last tournament. He was only running 1 Crimson Blaze. I like 2 because I want to see them and I want them to go off. Sometimes I felt like this is probably the weakest card in the deck. Like this is the card that I could make a change for the most. But the only thing I would do is I would cut one of them to put in a 4th Burning Greymon, which I don't think is a very good trade-off. Like, I do put myself at a little bit of a disadvantage only running 11 level 4s, but I don't think it's a problem because generally anytime I needed a level 4, I needed this guy. I needed him specifically. So having this guy, having the BT7 Burning Greymon wouldn't have got me games that I lost due to a lack of level 4 was because I did not have that Burning Greymon in my camp because I need his on-play Digivolving plus 2000 plus the Tamer to really go off with him. So games I lost, I basically just needed more of this guy. And since I can't play more than 4, unfortunately, that's where I'm at. I feel like 11 is a fine number. I'm probably going to leave it this way. I think the deck's really running really well now. And I do like the Crimson Blaze. It does come up. It does help. I really helped against D-Reaper. Clear the board so he couldn't get into Searcher as fast. And I was able to kill him out before he could get his Reaper on board and destroy me. So yeah, no, it definitely the Crimson Blazes were important. It just, they did feel like they're better in security. Sometimes when you get both of them in your hand at the same time, they really feel lackluster. If you have one of them in your hand, it's okay. But it's when you draw 2 that you're really kind of like, this is not that great. Especially if my opponent's not going to go wide. I'm going to pass turn and give them 4. So, different things going on. But it is really good against Blue Flare and other decks like that. So I do like it. But other than that, the deck's pretty standard, and it's running really well, really consistent. Opening, like the Aldemon hand's the worst hand, but as I told you, I can play out of it. So that is really great. I played against a bunch of different matchups. I played at least 2 Blue Flare players. I won 1, lost 1. I played against 2 hybrid decks. I won 1, lost 1. I beat a D-Reaper player. I lost to a Belphemon player. I lost to another player who I can't even remember what he was playing. It was kind of a weird red rogue deck. I can't even remember what it did. Oh, no, it was Dorbikmon. I won my first round to Dorbikmon. And then I lost, I think, to a Belphemon player. No, hybrid player. Won against another player, maybe a Blue Flare player. Lost to a hybrid player. Kind of back and forth all day. Kind of win-loss, win-loss. I managed to come out on top with 4 wins and 4 losses, and every single one of my losses went to game 3 and I won one match. So well, I guess if it went to game 3, I would have had to win one match. But yeah, so I didn't get 2-0'd at all. I had a couple 2-0s, I 2-0'd a couple of my opponents. So generally I did, better than I did worse. So this time coming out 4 out of 4 got me top 128 placement and 124th. So that was really cool. And, I did I did better than I did last time. Last time I only won 3 matches. So my hope is I'm going to take this to the final one on the 30th and hope that I can, come out with maybe a 5, X and 3, right? Or if you do 8 rounds or even more than that. So I'm hopeful that I can come in top 64th, which would be really cool, and win that Growlmon. And then I only need to pick up 1 Growlmon and I can trade away the Guilmon to pay for it. So that's kind of my hope with the Ultimate Cup on the 30th. So I'll keep practicing with this deck. I think it's good the way it is. I don't think I can make any changes that will really give me an edge. Everything is just preference right now. I mean, like I said, sometimes I did lose to a hybrid player and he was playing Memory Boost. I just feel like Memory Boost is not as good because you have to play it if it's in your hand. If it's in security, it's great. Whereas where Gravity Crush sucks when it's in security. But I feel like if it's in your hand, it just really sucks because you have to play it and then wait. And sometimes that can mean the difference between the game ending or not. So I really do feel like Gravity Crush is a better card just because it gives you that instant win button. And it did a couple times where I Gravity Crushed and was able to get game. So, they're both really good. It's a really hard decision to decide what you're going to do, but definitely everything in the deck is running pretty good and I feel good about it. I might make a change or two, but right now I feel like this is the deck that I'm going to play. As I get super into it, this is the deck I'm going to play for the Ultimate Cup. But anyways, guys, looks like that's all the time we have for this video. Thank you very much for tuning in, and we hope to see you in the next video. And as always, have a wonderful day, and that's all for now, folks.